the game. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes when guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got it set up on the outside. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Monarchs will have it 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, ODU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Wide open downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. The gift to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback's got the first. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals of taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. He's got him. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On target to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The Monarchs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeps looking downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
Touchdown, Old Dominion. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Final play of the quarter coming. They'll try the run. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Montgomery. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Toss sweep right. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Going with the ground game left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Makes the grab at the 30. This defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go, set. Might as well stick with him. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And the Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get anything on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll run it to the right side. And they swarm him under. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in in the first half already, this guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Fair catch called for and made. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Montgomery. Pressure coming. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Magoo. It's a seam wide open. Inside, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Monarchs. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On his way from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. They'll open the second half with a run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Monarchs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Let's it fly! Touchdown, ODU! And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.